anyways, hey guys, and welcome to my time is now. Subscribe. Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Shemaine Faith, and if you're new here, please do join us by subscribing and press the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any video that I post. So today, in this video, I'll be doing a devotion as we open the Sabbath. Yeah. All right. So I'll be focusing on the book of Genesis chapter 4. I'll try my best to just take 5 minutes. I've been trying my best and I've always succeeded. I hope this time, yeah, I'm even talking too much right now. Okay, so Genesis chapter 4, it says, well, it is a story about Cain and Abel and how Adam and Eve bore Cain and Abel and how Cain ended up killing Abel and all that. But then I want us to focus on one specific thing that I feel like we really need to focus on. Alright, so in verse 2, it tells us that when they grew up, Abel became a shepherd while Cain cultivated the land. So here we are having two different careers. Abel was a shepherd and Cain cultivated the land. I want you to take note of that, right? And then in verse 8, we just skip on to verse 8. Verse 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, it talks of how God would approve Abel's sacrifice because it was what was supposed to be sacrificed and all that, but we'll talk about that on another day. Verse 8, it says, I want you to take note. Verse 8, it says, one day Cain suggested to his brother, let's go out to the fields. And while they were in the fields, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. I want us to focus on verse 8, alright? One day Cain suggested, guys, let's go out on the field. And the next sentence says, and while they were in the field, which means that Abel listened to the brother. Abel went to the field with him. But my question is, what is Abel doing in the field when he's not supposed to be in the field? He doesn't cultivate the land, or he doesn't cultivate the ground, but he finds himself in the field. He was supposed to be with the sheep, tending the sheep and all that, but then he's at the field with his brother. What is he doing there? Is he lost? In fact, he is lost because he's not supposed to be in the fields. He was supposed to be tending the sheep, but he is where his brother works, or whatever you may call it. And then that is how Cain attacks his brother Abel and killed him. So in this world that we're living in, I just wanted to ask you, whose suggestions are you taking? Whose suggestions are you taking? Because Abel took the suggestion of Cain, and that is how he ended up being in the field, and that is how Cain ended up killing Abel. In this day and age, we tend to take the suggestions of Satan. He tells us to sin, and he might not come as him being Satan. He can come in a form of your friend or your family or anyone really. Maybe your friend might even suggest to you, oh, let us go to the bar, let us go and drink alcohol and just party, and all that. Are you going to take that suggestion of a friend? And for you to not easily take suggestions of just anyone, you need to know who you are and you need to know what to do. If you know that you're a child of God and you know that you have to act, or you have to have a character that is according to his will, then you will know that you do not belong to the field, but then you belong to where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be tending the sheep and not be in the field. So the moment you lose yourself, the moment you forget who you are and what you're supposed to do, you end up being in the field. You end up being in places that will tempt you. You end up being in the bar. You end up being in places really that just makes you to sin. Even social media on its own, the things that we watch, guys, we might end up sinning because of that. So we really need to be careful. We really need to know where we belong. When you know where you belong and what you do, then it won't be easy to just take suggestions from just anyone. When your friend tells you, let us go and do this, like as in anything that is wicked really, then knowing that you are a child of God, you won't go there. because you know where you belong. So know where you belong. That is all for today. I already succeeded. But okay, I hope it helped you in a way, and I hope it blessed you. Happy Sabbath.